Last time I did Chick G8, I saw the comment area. Many students said that the G8 was too stomachy. If you stretch the handle, within 200 yuan. I will buy this for less than 100 yuan. The stretch handle is coming. Chick X2S 199 yuan. Xiaoqi's X2 series has been released in several models. There is a 299 yuan X2 wired version, 399 yuan X2 Bluetooth version, X2 Pro version for 499 yuan. This time, X2S 199 yuan focuses on a cost-effective price. The packaging is relatively simple. In addition to the handle body, there is also an instruction manual and 2 pairs of rocker caps, concave silicone rocker caps, a pair of convex silicone rocker caps, pair. The handle mirror weighs 172.1 grams, plus the mobile phone. The weight has come to 394.2 grams, and it feels good to play with it in your hand. This time the X2S puts the Type-C port on the left. The Type-C port can be adjusted up and down, and it is more convenient when using a mobile phone. In terms of equipment model, it supports iPhone 15, Android and Harmony OS mobile phones, and can stretch up to 17 centimeters. The pull is still very strong, the phone is stuck very tightly. There is no risk of falling. The handle theme features light gray keys and handles. The back is purple to match. It is worth mentioning that the ABXY action keys on the controller are Spox keys. However, it uses the same overdrive chip solution as the Switch. The feel is a little softer than the Switch. It feels like a layer of reimbursement buffer. In addition to the action buttons, the D-pad button on the front and the function buttons. The same scheme of overload sheets was used. I have a friend. He said he was an overloaded film, and this was the first time I had heard of it. So I'm curious if everyone here has overloaded the film. The joystick uses a relatively small joystick cap. It's one circle smaller than the NS stick. The advantage of this joystick is that there is no risk of nowhere when pressing the ABXY action key. If you think the joystick is too small, you can put a rocker cap on it. After wearing it, it can greatly increase the feel of use. But whether to bring it or not depends on personal use. I got used to it, and there was a slight movement between the two, and the sound was very crisp. The trigger adopts a Hall linear trigger handle back grip. There is a non-slip coating on the handle, and the feel is still very good. Just this appearance. Can you tell which Nintendo console was developed by X2S? It means that there is no battery inside, and the battery inside the mobile phone is used. The connection method for power supply is also relatively simple. Plug in Type-C directly and connect it. If your phone has a low battery, after charging the phone through the Type-C port on the left side of the handle, can be played directly. Natively supports the game with controllers. Use the Reborn Cell Diablo directly after opening the game. No need to set up a separate connection at all. If you want to play a mapped game, you have to download a small machine game. The World app opens the game through the touch of the small machine, such as Genshin Impact, Glory of Kings. Peace Elite can directly choose the default mapping scheme of the small machine to play. In addition to the handy function, in the app you can also upgrade the firmware test handle button with one click. The controller stick has 5% death by default and can be set to no dead mode. Rocker. No solid type dies. Feels silky. You can also change the buttons here. Layout arrow switching. Adjust from Xbox layout to Switch layout. This is to make it easier to play the DS simulator. This controller comes with permanent support for the bullet simulator. It can adjust the trigger key travel, enable cross-key seat locking, and other functions. At the same time, the handle also supports some key combinations. It's still convenient to set it up quickly. In addition to mobile games and bullet simulators, streaming cloud gaming is also completely okay. Next, let's disassemble the machine and see what is behind the internal workmanship X2S. 8 screws can also be seen in the stretch part with 4 handles. This time, the GH16 is the same as the large handle. Hall sticks have a lifespan of 5 million cycles. Compared with the previous carbon film, it has improved a lot. The joystick body uses POM material, which is smoother. The wear-resistant action key is silicone plus pot piece, cross key, and the action buttons are all sharp keys of the pot chip scheme. The slight movement of the 8 Classics is adopted. This time banky is also the stretch part in the middle of Hall's handle. For yellows are still used. But let's compare the internal materials of X2S and X2. You will find out that something is wrong. This time in terms of materials, in addition to upgrading the previous carbon film rod and micro trigger to 5 million times G116 Hall rod and Hall trigger, the other parts don't seem to have changed. Overall, this time the X2S mobile phone stretch handle launched by the small machine It is equivalent to an upgraded version of the X2 wired handle of the small machine. On the devices supported by the handle, the Apple 15 series is now newly added. In terms of internal workmanship, Hall joysticks and Hall planes have been upgraded. Greatly increases the overall use of the handle. The most important thing is that the price is cheap. You must know that X2 was sold for $299 before the limited. Now the X2S price is $199, and the upgrade is 100 yuan cheaper. I have to say that little Genie knows how to upgrade. Looking at the small machine, the entire X2 stretch handle series X2S is undeservedly the most cost-effective handle. If you are a lover of mobile games, if you want to try the mobile phone stretch handle for the first time, in fact, I still recommend this one. After all, it is easier to get started and it is extremely connected. The materials used inside are also solid. In addition, there is a relatively complete set of mapping schemes in terms of mobile game mapping. You can also free prostitution light simulator. The most important thing is cheap.